Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Florida's offense will get the first possession of the game. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Vattiato. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The play action fake. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they do on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Bulldogs get enough for the first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Newman. They're setting up the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Second down coming up. Red pass, it's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Bell. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This offense has a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Newman.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to pass it on second down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Illinois went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Illini ever do that? It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, it's Tuggle. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's the handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They move the tight end all over. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now on 2nd down after the good 1st down run. To the air, it's Newman. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Going to run it. It's Etienne. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's got his man. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Snares it outside, it's Delp. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Feeling some heat. That's caught. It's Delp. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. The Gators able to escape the last time these two met, winning a tight one.
Well, they needed great leadership late in the game. They got it from the quarterback position. They got it from defense. And that's always one thing you know about this one, David. Your leaders in the locker room, this is the game that they need to step up and really take ownership.
And they know it. They felt it from their coaches. They know how much this rivalry matters. Such a cool look in the stadium. Half blue and orange, half red and black. This game is always so cool and so unique, located here in Jacksonville.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The give to the back. He's there to make the stop. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well,
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Florida! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
17, Florida, 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Snags it quickly on the left. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. They'll leave it with him. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Line getting set on second down. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Georgia sends out the punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Back to throw, it's Battiato. They've got the screen set up. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Quick strike complete. Makes a catch and knocked down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The aerial assault continues. They're bringing heat. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Burke. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Wants to fire on second down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gators!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw, it's Newman. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Quick completion on the out route. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it. And the missed connection on third down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
Now look, you don't see kickers on highlight tapes too often. That 61-yard field goal is going to make every highlight reel in the country. Wow.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes like the Gators and Dogs duking it out on neutral turf, you know emotions will run high. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
And the Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide out in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Newman. They're trying to get to it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Well, the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Pulls it and fires to the left. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch, called for and made. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often.
Running toward the tape. At the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Caught behind the line. It's Etienne. And that's a live ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Newman. Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection. After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Humphries.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man on the right. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They're going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got an open man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Newman. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. The defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the move, it's Etienne. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it on the move. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day. This one from 23. It is perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Coming after, nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Newman. Pocket starts to collapse. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Gators will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Looking downfield, it's Newman. He looks that one in nicely. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He'll pull it on the read. The Dogs get it past the sticks. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's first and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Offense set on first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Etienne. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give on the inside. Now on 3rd down for this offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. I would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Dropping back, it's Vattiato. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They want to just keep throwing it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing right. It's caught. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Going up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.